So today I'm going to be talking about 5 important things you should be doing with your email list, whether you have just started an email list or thinking about starting one, or you've had one for a while. These tips are going to help you, whichever person you are, so listen up. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like business and marketing related content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified whenever I post a new video. So let's kick off with the first thing that I think everyone should be doing with their email lists, and that is setting up a welcome sequence. Now, what I mean by that is a series of emails that automatically get sent out to subscribers when they join your list, basically using it as a way to introduce yourself and remind the person why they've subscribed to you, and also give them an idea of what they can expect for the time that they are subscribed to you and your email newsletters, what types of content you're going to send them, and things like that. The reason this is so important is that you probably will end up with subscribers who have just joined your email list because you are offering a freebie or some kind of resource, and they literally know nothing else about you, and that's really common and that's really normal. It's a great way to grow your list, offering freebies and stuff like that, but often, like I say, you will get people who don't actually know who you are, but this is the perfect time to teach them that. So you can have as many emails as you like in a welcome sequence. It's completely up to you. Some people go crazy and just build out a whole welcome sequence, which is basically a whole year's worth of emails. You definitely don't have to do that. I think my welcome sequence is about 3 emails long. So it starts off with a day after they have signed up for my email list and received their freebie. A day after that, they will receive a first email from me with a quick tip in it and also introducing myself. It's a really good idea to share that kind of quick win or quick tip in that first email too, because that will immediately deliver value to your subscribers and give them a reason for thinking, oh, okay, this is actually, I'm on this list for a good reason. I'm going to be getting value for the rest of my emails. At this point, you obviously want to talk about who you are, what you do, maybe some quick fire facts about you that are fun, and also linking people to your products, services, offerings, whatever they may be, just in case they're really not aware of what you actually offer. So kind of off the back of that, my second tip is to sell to your audience straight away from the get-go. And this is kind of you would think it's like a controversial topic, but honestly, this is one of the biggest mistakes that I have done myself in the past, that a lot of people do in the past. When you're growing an email list of subscribers, you're offering like a free resource in exchange for their email address in order to get them to sign up in the first place. And then let's say you just go straight into sending them newsletters with more resources and more freebies and more free tips and advice. What you're therefore doing is basically training your audience that they can get everything for free, basically. So what you actually want to be doing is from the get-go training your audience that actually every now and then you are going to sell to them and you do have offerings, and not everything you do is for free. So a few years ago, when I built an email list of over 10,000 subscribers, which I ended up deleting, and I have talked about that lots before, I'll leave the blog link and the podcast episode about that in the description below. One of the main reasons was that I'd basically trained that list that all I was going to deliver them was free stuff, and they got used to free stuff. And then when I sent out promotional emails, those emails completely bombed and no one wanted to click the links. No one wanted to actually buy what I had to offer because I'd been training them that I was only going to offer free stuff. Whereas if from the outset, in that whole first welcome sequence, I had said, look, this is what I do, check out my courses, check out my products, check out my services, then people would get used to that idea, and anyone who wasn't a fan of that could just unsubscribe straight away, rather than stay on my list, getting all my free content, and then thinking, oh, actually, I don't want what she's actually offering, which is pointless for me having them on my email list in the first place. So this is where in the email sequence I would recommend obviously giving value and giving that tip. So giving people a reason to stay on your list and making them think, okay, yes, that's why I signed up for this. But also beginning to start spreading the seeds of what you actually can offer them as a paid service too. My third tip is something I talked about last week in last week's YouTube video, which is cleansing your email list regularly. And if you want to learn more about why that's really important, and I go into loads more depth and also how to do it, you can check out the video linked up there, or I will also link it in the description as well. But basically on an email list, you have an open rate, which is the percentage of people who have opened your email, and steadily over time, as your list grows, that will go down, and you don't want it to go down because basically that will have an effect on the trust factor of your email address, your sender address that you're sending emails from overall, and that will in turn then decrease your open rate more because less people will see your emails, because Gmail and the likes of that will start marking it as promotional emails, thinking no one's interested because no one's opening them. I go into this in way more detail in that video, so definitely check that out. But what you need to be doing is every kind of 2 months or so, or depending on how often or regularly you send emails to your list, you basically want to make sure that you're not having loads of people on there that haven't opened your emails in maybe 2 months, or maybe the last kind of 3-4 emails. If you've got lots of people on your list who haven't opened those emails in the last few emails that you've sent, you want to send them a re-engagement campaign to see if they are actually still interested in you. If yes, then they can stay on your list. If no, after a couple of days, then you need to be deleting them or unsubscribing them so that they are not having an overall effect on your open rate. Again, way more detail in that cleansing your list video that I did last week. My fourth tip is just a quick one, but I really believe that when people sign up to your list, you're obviously giving them a kind of personal VIP access, and you want to treat them as such. So any kind of new freebies that you come out with or new resources, I would always suggest sending these to your list first before you start sharing them on social media, before you start putting them on your website and showing everyone else or getting other people to sign up for them and therefore getting new signups. What I suggest is actually giving those freebies straight away to your list, to the relevant segments and people who want them. And that just gives people a sense that you really are treating them as kind of a VIP. They have first access to things, and that's going to make them want to, again, stay on your list, which is what you really want. There obviously is the goal of growing your list and getting more email subscribers, but the other goal that you have is keeping your current email subscribers engaged, enjoying your content, opening your emails, and eventually clicking through your links and becoming customers for various products and services that you offer. So just treat them extra well, as if they've got first priority access to everything that you do, and that again will just make them more engaged and really appreciate being on your list more. And my last tip is to use personalizations. So by that I mean when you send out an email, maybe in the subject line or in the actual content itself, including the email subscriber's name in the content or in the title, as I said. You can do this on most email marketing software. You can do it really easily in Flodesk, which is my preferred email marketing software. If you haven't checked it out, go and look at these videos. I'll link to loads of resources about why Flodesk is my preferred email marketing service provider of choice. But yeah, any service provider should do this and allow you to put the person's name in there. It will include like a weird data field thing, but it really makes the difference again because you want to be treating your list like they're special. They are special. They've signed up to get access to you in their inboxes, which is a real big deal nowadays. So you want to make their experience as personal and tailored as possible, and if you can include their name, it just gives a little bit of extra warm fuzzy feelings for people who are opening your emails. So those are all my tips. I hope you enjoyed them. If you do want to learn more from me with regards to email marketing tips and strategies, I have an online course called Email Marketing with Flodesk. I'll link to it below and you should definitely check it out. This is what it looks like on the back end. We talk about the legal stuff to do with email marketing. I show you all the kind of concepts and strategies behind email marketing as a marketing tactic, but also showing you the tech tutorials and actual ways to do things within Flodesk. So how to organize your subscribers in tags and segments, how to create thank you pages, landing pages, how to create these welcome sequences that we talked about, how to do automations, and loads more stuff. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and check out the link in the description. There's loads of other resources in there too. And thanks so much for watching this video.